We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Giants at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Williams, the man in motion left. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. sticks, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Come on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jones off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Don't get nervous. Light 17, light 17. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
From the 31, Jones. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Slot man moves right.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. March 43, March 43.
On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try and throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and inches, Jones trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts sets up to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the ends. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jones throwing on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 17. Cut 17's Mike 17. I got.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, here's Barkley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Check 50, check 50. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 17's Mike 17. Ain't no 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, once again, he finds Slayton. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. He'll look to throw. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Jones throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that pick-6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Barkley, inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4.